I want to start tonight with a picture. This is in Herat. What you see are Taliban terrorists. What are they doing? They're driving, dodging cars. It's a metaphor for what's happening right now. The Taliban are taking their country for a ride. A crash is inevitable and the world is standing by and watching. Do you know at what speed they're going? They've taken control of 18 provincial capitals in 8 days. How many provincial capitals does Afghanistan have? 34. So in just 8 days, the terrorists have taken 18 out of 34. In the last 24 hours alone, 2 big cities have fallen, Herat and Kandahar, the second and the third largest cities of Afghanistan. They're now under terrorist control. And it's not just the cities that are falling. Today we received reports that the Salma Dam too has fallen to the Taliban. This is the same dam that was gifted by India to Afghanistan. In 2016, Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Afghan President Ashraf Ghani jointly inaugurated this dam. It was built at a cost of $300 million. A social media account believed to be affiliated to the Taliban posted this today. It says members of the Afghan National Army who were guarding this dam surrendered today and joined the Taliban. If confirmed, this is the biggest blow to Indian investments in this country, in Afghanistan, and this may just be the beginning. Because across the country, security forces are reportedly surrendering. They're allowing the Taliban a free run. This was Kandahar today. The Taliban taking a victory lap. They climbed onto an armored vehicle and drove through the Martyrs Square in the city. This is what Afghanistan looks like today. Going by new estimates, the Taliban control 65% of the country. The provinces in red are Taliban territory. What about the rest? Well, fighting is underway in the rest of these areas. With their latest victories, the Taliban now control southern Afghanistan and the entire western border with Iran. They've also captured nearly all of northern Afghanistan. So what is left? Total control of the country, that's what they want now. Can the civilian government push back? They are at their weakest at the moment. The Afghan government effectively controls only 2 cities and is fighting hard to keep a third one. Kabul and Jalalabad are in the government's hand and they're fighting to keep Mazar-e-Sharif. The city is under siege. A team from WION traveled to Mazar-e-Sharif earlier this week. We found it surrounded by the Taliban. What about the cities the government has lost? The president had a plan to regain them. He wanted to rope in local warlords. That may not happen because the plan has failed even before it took off. The warlords are losing too, some of them joining the Taliban. Let me tell you what happened in Herat. The Taliban detained veteran militia commander Mohammad Ismail Khan. The man known as the Lion of Herat. He battled the Soviets in the 1980s. He was also a member of the Northern Alliance that toppled the Taliban in 2001 with America's help. In recent weeks, the same Ismail Khan has been leading a group of fighters against the Taliban. Today he lost. Our correspondent Siddhant Sibal managed to have a brief conversation with him, and you won't believe what he told us. The Lion of Herat has joined the Taliban himself.
Hello, is this Ismail Khan? Is this Ismail Khan?
Yes.
Sir, have you joined Taliban?
Yes, I'm now in the Herat city.
But sir, have you joined Taliban?
Yes. Yes.
Sir, are you safe now? Right now?
Sorry.
Are you safe right now? Sir,
Yes.
are you safe right now?
The Afghan government has suffered a string of failures. The Taliban are winning, the Western forces are leaving. Ghani fired his army chief this week. But can he keep his own chair? The Taliban say his exit is a prerequisite for talks. The Pakistani Prime Minister and the unofficial spokesperson of the Taliban said they won't negotiate until the Afghan president resigns. The Afghan government seems to be cracking under pressure. There are names doing the rounds for Ghani's replacement. Top of the list is Dr. Abdullah Abdullah, the chairman of the High Council for National Reconciliation. Now, if this change happens, it will be extremely unfortunate. To make a president step down because the terrorists demand it is shameful capitulation, to say the least. And this is what it has come to. The situation is alarming. Yesterday, the Indian embassy in Kabul issued another security advisory, the second one in 2 days, urging Indian citizens to leave immediately. Indian diplomats in Kabul are also in touch with members of the Hindu and Sikh community in Afghanistan. Yesterday, the Ministry of External Affairs in India said it will provide all necessary assistance to them. 20 years of war. And this is what the Western forces have to show for it. A terror group is on a rampage and world powers are watching helplessly, hoping to strike a deal, even if that means throwing the Afghan government and people under the bus. WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.